In this video, we're going to talk about the 5 different types of modules that Make has. I'm going to say the first time you start using Make, or the first few times you start using Make, it's important to kind of survey what's available. Let's say you want to connect Gmail to another service. I would recommend you go to the Gmail page, the Gmail integrations page, which we're on right here, and take a look at what is available. And so as we talk about the different modules that are available, I'm going to show you some of those examples here and on some other services. As you check out the Gmail integration page or any integration page on the Make website, you're going to see in all modules, then you're also going to see triggers, actions. So let's look at triggers. And every scenario you build will start with a trigger. A trigger is the one thing you have to have in your scenario, and it is used to kick off the scenario. This is what you're going to schedule or use with a webhook to kick off your scenario. Triggers can either regularly check or pull for data from the service, such as Gmail or whatever service you're watching for, or they can be a webhook and instantly run and only run when there's new data. As you can see here for our Gmail integration, there is one trigger that's available, and it's to watch emails. And this is going to trigger when a new email is received or a group of new emails are received based on your search or the criteria of what you're looking for. So for example, if you just ran this once a day, you would get all of the emails that have come in the last 24 hours, or how many emails have come in that day. Now let's talk about actions. Actions are the most common module type, and these can be placed in your scenario as many times as you need. Here are some examples of actions. We can copy an email, create a draft, delete an email, mark an email as read or unread, modify email labels, move an email, or send an email. Those are the actions that are available with the Gmail integration. Next, let's talk about searches. I'm on the NAC integration page now, and they have a search module that you can search for records. It allows you to filter the kind of records you want and get the number of records you want, whether it's 1 or 1,000 or however many you need. Searches can be placed in the middle of your scenario or at the beginning of your scenario, and it can return any amount of data that you want. Next, we'll talk about aggregators. Aggregators are modules that turn many bundles into one. You're going to place these in the middle of the scenario. You're not going to start your scenario with an aggregator, and you can use as many as you need. 2 of the aggregators that I like to use the most is the numeric aggregator. This is really handy because it can add up or average multiple numbers for you, and the text aggregator that can add together lots of bundles of text into one bundle of text. That module with the email in it that I showed you earlier had a text aggregator that put together HTML that was added to my Gmail email that was sent. And the last module type we're going to talk about are iterators. Iterators take a bundle of data and split it out into multiple bundles of data. There is an iterator. It's called a feeder for some reason on the Gmail integration page, but this iterates attachments. So if you have multiple attachments on there, on an email, an incoming email, it will split those off into their own separate parts and their own email attachments. Just like aggregators, you're only going to put iterators in the middle part of your scenario. You're not going to use them as triggers, and you can use as many as you need to split apart your data to meet your integration needs. You've been watching a video from our Make Co-Builder Academy playlist. Check out this playlist to continue learning, and I'll see you then.